Alright, you gotta get the picture though. You know what I'm saying? You can make this on Fiverr. Alright, you guys can make this here on Fiverr. Let me get out of this here. Okay. You can make this on Fiverr. Alright. So for those who don't know what Fiverr is, okay, if you guys don't know what Fiverr is, just go. Let me see if I can hold on a second. Damn, this thing is. Let me just go to it for you guys. For the people that's never been on Fiverr, they have no idea what I'm talking about. All right. So let's go visit it. Let's do it together. Okay. Let's do it together. Fiverr.com. Okay. Watch this. You go on Fiverr.com. All right. And then you type in, well, you can go anywhere. See, video and animation. Look at this here. So many different things. You guys can play with this stuff here. All right. So look, intros and outros, logo animation. Right. So we click on this here, intros and outros, custom animation, intro and outro. You guys see this? But watch this. Watch this. Watch this here. I'm going to type in credit repair video and see if something pop up. You guys, are you guys looking at this? Look at this. They already got videos for you guys, like animated videos. You got people talking about credit repair. Watch this. Watch this.
Need credit repair services? Then get in touch with our professional and friendly team to learn more about our range of custom and tailored services designed to suit your exact needs. Every one of our professionals.
Do you guys see this? And you just put your logo in there, and you can put. So I'm not gonna go. Look at this. Is that mine or not? You see that? Look how much I paid for it. $15. Can it? You don't have to get the one I got, but what I'm showing you is there's so many different ones that you can get to make your brand stand out on the Facebook business page. You can slap that bad boy right in the cover page like you see right here. Okay? So that's number one. Number two, what you want to do is you want to get some of your friends. Listen to me. Get some of your friends that's they already have businesses. You find out who they are on Facebook. Hey, who has a business? If you have a business, put your business info here, right? You ever seen people do that before? If you have a business, drop your business info here. The reason why you want that to happen, you want to hit everybody up on the Facebook business, say, hey, listen, this is what you do in the inbox. You're going to say, hey, listen, how about you write me a review and I'll write you a review, right? So that way, guess what? You got a bunch of reviews. So when you're talking to customers like I did on the Facebook, hey, listen, why don't you go to my Facebook business page and why don't you check out some of the reviews of what some of the people are already saying about me? You understand what I'm saying? That is ridiculously powerful, guys. All right. So these posts, which I'm going to touch up on in a brief second, but these posts that you see here is not me posting on the Facebook business page. All of these posts are coming from, and this is pretty cool because this reach is organic, except for this one. But this is all coming from Instagram, because on Instagram, you can, you know what? I don't want to talk about it. I don't want this to be one of those type of webinars where you just doing what you call it, a slideshow, and it's not hands-on enough for me. So let me just stop it right here for a second, and then let me just go right into it. Okay. So I'm going to go right into the iPhone. I'm going to share my screen with you guys so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. Oh, hold on, never. Let me do it this way. This one, I keep forgetting them mixed up sometimes. All right. All right. So, guys, can you guys see that? Can you guys see my screen? Hopefully, you guys can. Drop me a 1 in the chat if you can see my screen real quick, just to make sure I'm not talking and you guys can't see anything. Sweet deal, sweet deal, sweet deal. All right, great, great, great. All right, so look, guys, what you want to do is you click on Instagram. Let's say I'm about to post a new photo. All right. So it doesn't matter what photo. Let's say I post this photo. I hit the next button. I hit next again. And look at the bottom. You can see I have multiple Instagram pages for different reasons. A lot of them is to test things out, right? But look, the Facebook is already plugged in. So this button right here, as soon as you post this photo, it automatically shares the photo that I'm about to post in Instagram. It automatically shares it to my Facebook business page. Because what you do is you connect your Instagram business page with your Facebook business page, right? All right, so now that that's over with, let's go back to the Facebook business page where we was originally. I just want to show you that for some of the people who don't have that set up, guys. All right, so you guys should be able to see my screen, right? Now, what I did was I boosted this photo, just a photo of myself, just me being, me, right? And hold on, y'all. Don't send me no message right now. I'm doing a training. This right here, I boosted this on the Facebook, okay? I got 10 shares, 20 comments, and 549 people liked the photo. All right. Now, listen, this is something that I need to boost again because of the results, right? Over 4,000 people seen this here, right? I'm not even talking about credit repair. You understand? So what you do is you click on this here. Watch this. I'm going to click on this. And I've already done this already, but just to show you some of the people I haven't done because they just came on my page. But I get to invite them to my business page. These are people that's not even my friend or not even my, they're not on my business page. So I'm going to invite them to just, be on my business page. And what this does is now they get to organically follow you every single time you make a post on Instagram, and it automatically, it's almost like you're talking to two different audiences, two different platforms at one time, right? But then I'll go and take a post that's on Facebook and boost it on the business page though. So that way I can get more people to follow me on the Facebook business page. You understand what I'm saying? So that way, if you do a call to action, you might say, hey, who wants to get their credit repaired? More people naturally, watch this here, more people naturally will see the post. Okay, hold on, let me get out of this. More people naturally will see that post, and that way you can talk to more people, and when you boost it, just almost like you saving money. So if I'm boosting a photo on the Facebook business page, I get all those people to invite as friends. They become my friends. So when I naturally do a call to action before I even boost that photo, I'm getting more people to see it. Does that make sense? More people are going to see it naturally. And I might get some people to, decide to go ahead and get the services. So then when I boost that thing, it's going to be even more. I mean, that's the best I can explain that to you guys, right? But that's exactly what I did. All right, so I wanted to share that with you. Let me just go over one more thing real quick, because I want you guys to have your questions available. I'm going to open this up in a few minutes because I know people got questions, okay? And I want to be able to answer those. So I got one more thing I want to show. One of my business partners, sales director Tiffany Tippin, was asking me about how did I do the polls, and I want to make sure I address that because she specifically asked me how did I do it. So what I'm going to do is, I don't know why I went back to that. I want to go and show exactly how I did the polls. The polls is ridiculous because I got a lot of customers doing the polls. I got a lot of customers to do the polls, man, because I specifically asked them a question and they had to choose. If they're watching my post, I think it was, let me see. It was this post here. Okay, if you guys can see, I made a very kind of controversial post. I took a picture of somebody I know that I see this person all the time on my Instagram page. So I just took her photo and just, basically copied it, pasted it on Facebook and on Instagram, and I got 861 views. 800 people. I think it came out to be like 1K at the end of the 24-hour period. But I typed at the bottom, now that I have your attention, let's get your credit repaired for 2020, right? And I started getting a lot of people to sign up for that stuff. I actually got a person that signed up for it recently. Her name was Anita. Let me see. So she's seen that post. As you can see, it says, Anita replied to your story. I'm ready to get started. Inbox me, right? Because I guess that post is just triggered her. Like, you know what? Let me stop playing and let me go ahead and get started. But what you do is when you want to do a poll, how you set it up is you go to stories. Let me go back. All right. So you go to stories, you hit the plus sign, right? Like you go into stories or whatever, right? You find whatever photo that you want. Let's say it's this one here. Let's say it's this, right? Okay, we're going to use this. Now what you do is you're going to see at the bottom, you just scroll down to the bottom, you're going to see something that says poll, right? Let's say I don't see that. Let's say I don't see that poll. Even though mine is right there at the bottom, let's say it's not there at the bottom for you, right? No reason why these are at the bottom, because these are being used a lot. So you just click right here where it says more. Click on more, and then you're going to see it there. It says poll. So you just click on poll, all right? Now I'm going to type in a question. Do you agree, right? Yes or no. But you know what? I don't want to say yes. I'm going to put in there exactly what you think, right? You can type in whatever you want, okay? And I can go ahead and change this here, right? I'll put this maybe like up here somewhere. Hold on. How are we going to do this here? Like this here, right? So it's not like, you understand what I'm saying? You do it like that, right? I just hit share the story, right? Even though it says Hanzo's name at the top, it doesn't really matter. Okay, I could have cropped it out, right? But it don't really matter, right? But look, the poll, I just showed you how to do the poll. So that right there is the poll, all right? The Facebook business page, since we're on here, I can go back to it. Remember I was showing you what to put in the what to put on the page, this cover thing here, how to get to it on Fiverr. Listen, you guys need to do that. I'm telling you, because people, when they start visiting your Facebook business page, they're going to click on that. They're going to look at it. It's going to keep them intrigued. Have you a professional photo put up, right? Get you some reviews on this thing here, and then post all your pictures on. Listen, there's 556 people like this. This is recent, man. I wasn't even using this Facebook. How many people use their Facebook business page? I promise you I was one of those people who wasn't using it. I promise you. This was over like the last 2 months. Seriously. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I stayed up all night just listening to a training, you know, from somebody else in the industry. And it was like kind of going over some of this stuff. And it was like me going into a grocery store. It was like going into a grocery store and I was just picking out the best parts and put them in my shopping cart. And I said, it was like, you know, you stay up late at night and you watch an infomercial and you don't even know why you're watching it, but you're just watching it because that's the only thing that's on. It was like one of those things. I was just up watching this video. I was listening. It got really, really good, like 10 minutes into it. And I said, damn, let me try this real quick. Let me put something out there. And this really, really, really works, man. It's incredible how much it works. But what you can do, though, what you guys can do is once you get somebody to respond to this stuff here, let's say, for example, these people here was just, you know, whatever, saying different things. You know, I don't know any of these people. That's the funniest thing. I'm not following any of these people on my actual Facebook page. These are not people that's these are not friends of mine on Facebook. These are people that see my post from the boosted ad, right? So I can go and click on a Danielle Dukes and add her as a friend, right? Now you guys are wondering, like, you guys are adding people on as friends, but you're not engaging with these people. So these people that I'm adding on as friends already engaged with me. You understand what I'm saying? So these are people are going to likely do what? Like my stuff on my actual personal Facebook page. So yeah, I want to go back and do what? add some of these people on as friends, right? Because then I can start building a relationship with them. And as soon as they add me on as a friend, let me go to my actual Facebook page now. Let me see here. Okay, so I got so many people that want to be my friends. Okay, so let me go to this person here, Tanisha. I added her as a friend. Okay, cool. Then I'm going to say, hey, this is a person I've already talked to, which is crazy. Remember, I've never even added them as a friend. So these are conversations I've had in December and on a Facebook business part, I guess. But I've never, y'all saw me add her as a friend just now, so I don't even know who this is. Hey, I just added you as a friend. It's good to, worse way. Let me just be considerate. Happy New Year. Let's connect and see if we can go over some of the things we previously talked about. I know timing is everything, right? So I'll send her a little personal message, right? But let's go back out of here. Who else we got? LaShannon. I don't know who this is. Okay, so she's not in the business. So cool. Confirm message. This is typically what I would like to say to people like this here. Hey, Happy New Year. Watch this. Happy New Year. Thanks for requesting me as a friend. You will likely enjoy, watch this, enjoy my content that I have on my page. What are you focused on in 2020? What are you focused on in 2020? You know what I'm saying? I really, I mean, like every time, this right here is very tedious work. So what you guys might want to do is, this is what I typically would do for just time management is I will go in there and I will set an alarm. Okay. And right now it's 6:29. So I will set my alarm to go off at 7:29. Hit save, and I'm just going to put stop messaging. All right, save. And that alarm will go off in exactly 1 hour. So that way, guess what I can do? I can just engage with people for 1 hour. And then what I'll do is when I'm done doing that, I'll tally up and see how many people I've actually engaged with in 1 hour. Okay, so that way I have a number. Okay, in 1 hour, I talk to 50 people. Okay, if that number changes on Tuesday, either I'm distracted or something else, but I want to make sure I make up for that. So that way at the end of the week, I can see what my numbers are. I can see it saying, hey, you know what? I talked to 50 people. I should have at least 5 people signing up, period. If I don't have 5 people signing up after I just talked to 50 people, then it's something that I'm not doing right. I need to go back to the drawing boards. Let me go back and look at these conversations. Okay, if you guys are brand new, you guys want to get with your upline. Hey, let me get back with my upline and find out what I could have did better. What could I have said differently, right? So you guys want to take advantage of that. I really want to unmute the lines, but I want you guys to unmute it yourself because I know it probably is a lot of background noise since there's so many people on. But if you guys got a specific question, if you guys got a lot of value out of this training so far, just let me know, and let me know if there's something that you have a question about. Go ahead. Anybody got any questions, concerns?
Hey, Javon, I just wanted to say thank you so much for addressing the poll situation because, that's been my issue ever since the last training, and I would have never found it. So thank you.
No problem. No problem. Now you can go out there and just do what you got to do now.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Javon, I have a question for you.
What's up?
And thanks for all this info, by the way. Like this is so valuable.
Oh.
I have a script that I use for people who want credit repair, of course, and I've been successful with, being able to just enroll people without getting them on the phone. But I guess I'm curious to know what yours looks like and if it's more effective than what I'm doing, because sometimes it's the home run, sometimes it isn't. And is 188 always your starting point, or do you typically just go for the 138, or what's been working for you in that fashion?
Correct. Thank you, man. So Jade, guys don't know Jade is killing the game right now, man. Sales director out of Los Angeles, just killing the game out there in the market, man. What I do is I can actually show you what I do. Do you have text replacement set on your phone?
I have the app set up on my phone, but I haven't been successful with actually using it on my day-to-day.
With text replacements?
Yeah, you're talking about when you have your scripts kind of embedded into your keyboard?
Yeah. Okay. So let me kind of go. Okay, no worries. Let me go over that a little bit, because for everybody that's out there that's talking to people and you guys got to try to type in what to say, I kind of do that when I'm talking to new people, when I'm like what you just saw me do. Like when I'm adding people on as a friend, I'm being personal at that time. So nothing is scripted. Like you saw me just type that in just off the top of my head. So I never script that out. But when it comes to people with the credit restoration, because it's the same thing, they want to know how much it costs, how long does it take to be on the service? Are you guys on the Better Business Bureau? You guys do this, you guys do that, right? It's the same exact questions all the time, right? So what I'll do is let me just share my phone with you, and then I'll show you exactly what I say. And I don't change it for nobody because it just works ridiculously well, right? All right. And if you guys, got leadership that's telling you to say something totally different, then you guys want to follow what they say. But this is just what I do, just to kind of just show. So somebody says, let's say somebody type in, they just say credit repair. I might got a post, like, for example, when I do like shout outs and stuff like that, what I'll do is I'll have the person who I'm doing the shout out with, I'll have them turn off their comments, turn the comments off. I made a mistake. Let me show you. I made a mistake, and it was like running. It was the ad was running so long, and I knew it was about to get turned off, but I had so many people. I don't even know what I did with them. I might have already put them in a different folder, because I was on an airplane for a long time. I think I did put them in a different folder already. Yeah. Well, anyway, I had so many people that I was talking to, I had to just like screenshot them, and I still didn't get a chance to screenshot all of the different people that said me. So what I do is, instead of it saying comment me, and this is just an example, I don't even use this post anymore, but it says text credit repair to 346-317. So I have to text my number, and I have the person I'm doing a shout out with, I have them turn off their comments, right? So that way they have no choice but to do what? Send me a DM or text my number, which is what exactly, that's the call to action, right? All right, so then you're going to get a lot of people that's going to end up sending you a message, all right? So let's just role play real quick. Let's say somebody says, hey, I want credit repair, and they actually text this to my phone. All I'm going to do is just type in C1, and this message is going to pop up. Did you guys see that? How did I do that? You're going to see a smiley face in the bottom left-hand corner. You see that smiley face? You're going to hold down on it, and it's going to just, once you hold down on it, it's going to say keyboard settings. You're just going to click on keyboard settings. Then it's going to take you to this here, which is text replacement. All right, so let me back up real quick. What you guys can do is you can just hold this here and hit copy. Hit the copy button. So you just copy that right there. All right, then you go back here to the text replacement, click text replacement. Then you're going to go to the plus sign. Then you're going to type in the phrase, but just hold it in. It's going to say copy and paste. You hit paste, and then you type in C1. That's going to be the actual shortcut there, right? But I already have that. But then once you do that, then you click save. All right. Now you got that text replacement. And so now when I have a conversation and I got 40 people that's saying credit repair, I don't have to sit there and hit copy, paste, copy, paste. That's take too long, right? So you could just hit C2 and it automatically pops up. This is the second thing I say. So the first thing I say is, hey, and thanks for inquiring about your credit. Do you know what's on your credit needs to delete it, or you just want to clean up? They say, I want to clean up, right? Or they say, I have a repo. It don't matter what they say. The next one is, okay, no worries. I can definitely get that taken care of, right? For something you want to, why are you trying to get your credit repaired? Pretty much, right? They're going to say, oh, I just want to get approved for when I want it. It don't matter what they say. The next message is going to be the same thing, right? So I'll type in C3 and it types out this whole thing. Sometimes I'll go in the message and I'll space it out just so it can look a little cleaner, okay? But I send them this whole message and this takes them to my actual website. I have a special URL that I take them to, but it takes them to this whole thing here, right? And then once I send them this script, if you guys want to take a picture, that's fine. Once I send them this whole script, then from there, I'll type them C4, which is, do you need to speak with me? I send that last. Do you have any questions before you get started? Do you need to speak with me? That last question is more like psychological. It's like, hey, I don't really want to talk to you, but do you need to speak with me anyway? Just in case you do, I'm okay with that. It's almost like saying, hey, babe, I'm getting ready to go to the grocery store. Do you need anything? You expecting them to say, no, I'm okay, right? But then every blue moon, they're going to be like, somebody going to say, yeah, babe, can you give me like, you're like, what? You weren't expecting that, right? But you go ahead and do it because you asked them. So it's the same concept, same mindset. You know, do you need to speak with me? A lot of them won't because you got the website right there in their face, right? So they just, at that point, they just will tell you, oh, I just need to get my money right, or I'll be able to start next week, or whatever the case is. You understand? So hopefully that answered your question. And that's for customers. Now for agents, agents, it's the same exact thing, except I don't really go into a script. Okay, I can share with you what I do for agents. Agents, you really got to be a little bit more hands-on when it comes to the script, because they're trying to start a business with you. So you kind of got to build a relationship with them kind of fast, right? So what I'll do is this here. And some of the agents that's on here, that's brand new agents that's with me and that's been on the team for a minute, they know this is what I do for real. So I'll just type in A1, which is, hey, superstar, what's your name and what city and state do you live in, right? Now, I used to go into this whole spiel right here. Oh, I actually took, let me see, A to B. So I used to go into this group. I have an orientation video that explains the works and all this stuff here, right? If I sent you the video now, would you like to watch it ASAP? It's a 5-minute video. But guess what? After talking to hundreds of people that responded to my post saying agent, you know what was the craziest thing I realized? The craziest thing I realized was they wasn't watching the 5-minute video. They wouldn't go watch it, or they wouldn't stay on it for a long time, or they would watch it and be like, no, that's not for me. You know, no, that's not for me, right? And that's what I was like, it gotta be something I'm doing wrong here, because why are all these people saying that's not for me when the video is dope? You know what I mean? So what I decided to do was I flipped it and reversed it. I said, I will say this here. Let me just delete this here. All right. So A to A. Okay. My name is Javon. I'm having a live webinar that goes over how everything works. I have room for one more. This will be a packed webinar. If I sent you the link to join, would you carve out time to make sure you're on? So I started using the live webinars, right? Now, I started to find myself getting better numbers by doing this here than the other one, right? And I started to say to myself, wow, this is kind of cool. But then I seen something that really was interesting. I said, hey, let me get out of this stop share. You guys got this here? You guys got a picture of that? I mean, okay, I'm good. All right. So let me stop that right there. Guys, something else I tried that really was just better than that was I said, hey, you know what? Instead of me trying to talk about a live webinar, hey, we're having a training webinar right now. And what made me think of this, let me just share with you what made me think of this here. So my cousin is an actress, okay? And she goes to different acting schools, and they have a thing called audit. So you audit a class. And auditing a class is just basically like, I'm going to go in there and see if I really want to go to this acting school. I'm going to see if this is something I really want to be a part of. I want to get coached by these people, right? So you go there, you see everything. Some of the people just don't let you participate. Some of them just let you just watch everything. Then the other schools will let you actually, like you actually in that class, right? You're auditing the class, but you're participating as if you are in that class, which are the better schools to go to, trust me, right? So I've done it a few times with my cousin. They was bomb. And I just thought that was so educational. I just thought that was so, that marketing concept was so dope because it's allowing you to be a part of something before you even join it, which is what we consider the trial run, right? But imagine if we're doing the trial run, imagine if we got people on our training calls as guests. I know we've talked about it in the past, but we've never really pushed it before. You see what I'm saying? So I said, you know what? I'm about to invite these people. I invited 3 people on a training webinar that we had this past Monday, right? When all of the live speakers were speaking on there. So tell me why the 3 people that I invited on there, I think one of them is on here right now, Leslie. Yeah, she's on here. The 3 people that I invited on that webinar signed up as agents the next day, right? They all 3 of them signed up. And I said, wow, this is really crazy right here. So that's what I've been missing. And you know what they said? They all had something to say that was the same. They all said, I see the energy. I seen the leadership. I seen the energy. Like, I was just amazed by that. I see people that look like me and you. I see y'all winning. It was all positive vibes. I want to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? I see the money that's being on the table. I want to do that. Imagine if you trying to get that same type of energy and you're trying to debate if you want to join this company from a 5-minute video. Not saying you can't get it, but I'm saying imagine you're trying to compare it to that. And I just thought about myself, that's like auditing. That's like the audit class. It's the same thing. You get to see what we're training, how we train, what our leadership is about, and then you can go into that thing and really kill the game. So what I'm going to start doing, I'm not saying you guys need to do this, but I'm going to start getting all of my people that want to be in the business, I'm getting them on a Monday training call with us. Because they get to audit the business. You're auditing the business. You get to see how we train, what we talk about, what the leadership is like, what you're going to be getting. And then guess what? I'm signing up 4 or 5 more agents next week. Right? So guys, hopefully you guys got a lot out of that. Anybody got any questions before we kind of hop off of here?
Javon, I do have a question. It came up earlier in the group. Patricia actually asked the question in regards to that one post. Is it still in compliance, the 12 o'clock blessing until 12 o'clock? If I'm not mistaken, that's one that I seen that was no longer in compliance.
Yeah, I found out about that, so I don't use it anymore. And I think the reason why is because of the word blessing, because it's almost like you're trying to guarantee them into getting something. But there's so many different good posts that you guys can use besides that one. I mean, you know, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with y'all real quick. Like, who's really? I mean, I don't know, man. It's kind of like up in the air. I'm gonna take the high road and say, yeah, don't use it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if I use it before and somebody said, oh, you're not supposed to use it. Oh, I didn't know. My bad. Okay, I won't use it no more. I mean, what, they gonna kick you out for using the post? But anyway, don't listen to that. Just understand what I'm saying. It's like, you know, hey, I'm not going to use that post. I'll use something different. But what you guys want to do, speaking on that right there, if you are going to use a post that's talking about customers, all right, you want to use a post that's going to have another post on your page. So if you got, oh, I'm looking for customers, because watch this. I did a shout out yesterday. Watch this. I had 7 people, and I even did this shout out in front of one of my agents in Chicago yesterday. She can attest to it, Katrina Easter. And she saw me do this right in person. And you can even come on here, Katrina, and you can share with the team if you want exactly what you saw. But I had people respond to the agent post on my Instagram page, even though I put a customer shout out there. So I had like 5 people say agent, agent, agent. And it was a customer post. And that's the test that you want to make sure you have both running. Man, you're not 2 shout outs running, but you want to make sure you have some agent call outs or call to actions on your Instagram page at the top of your Instagram page before you run the customer shout out. So that way you kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone, right? So it's a very good method. Oh, and then one more thing I want to share with you guys. You'll get more out of the boost if you boost it from your Facebook business page than you would from Instagram. Because you could do it on Instagram. You know how you go to Instagram, you hit promote? That's an easy way to do it, right? I was even doing it that way for long. I even did a training on how to do it, right? But one of those nights, you know, watching infomercials, staying up really late at night one time, and I was going through looking at other people. I like to study the industry, you know, and I was looking at some other people in the industry, and they was explaining how you have more control by boosting that same photo on Instagram on the Facebook page, and it boosts it on Instagram. But you do it on the Facebook Business Manager page. It's kind of confusing. I know it sounds crazy. Maybe I'll do a training on it next week. Matter of fact, I will do a training on it next week. But that's what you would do. You get a little bit more control. You get more ads set up that way. But yeah, definitely have both running at the same time. All right. So if there's not any more questions, we can hop off of here. But I want to make sure that everybody got their questions answered and understand what they got to go and do out there. And hopefully everybody got a lot of value out of this. So anybody got anything else before we really just go out there and just put some of this stuff to use? Anything, comments, gripes, complaints, anything. I'm stuck. You ain't got to be, oh, I don't want to say it in front of everybody. If you got something you want to say, you don't know how something is, just say it. So that way I can make sure you're doing it right. Anything else? Nope. Okay. Well, listen, guys, thank you guys so much for being on here. I do have this recorded, so I will try to get this out to the people that needs it. I will be doing a training next week. Okay. That's going to go over a little bit more about what we just talked about. And just make sure your team is out there doing what they got to do, guys. I appreciate everybody that's on this call. Thank you guys for taking time out of your day to be on here. And if there's anything you guys need from me, my name is Jovan Sims, Regional Sales Director, Los Angeles. Just let me know.